And we're now going to pass over to the video run here. So the question we posed when we were talking earlier on was, how can capital providers address transition risks and ensure their capital allocation is aligned with deforestation-free agriculture?
Lord Martin Callanan, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Firstly, please allow me to thank Orbitas for inviting me to this illustrious event. It is a real pleasure for me to join you from the other side of the world in Malaysia to provide an emerging market perspective addressing transition risks in agriculture. I would like to start by congratulating Orbitas and climate advisors on their completion and publication of Agriculture in the Age of Climate Transitions. It's a report that combines rigorous scientific analysis with deep insights on the realities within the agricultural supply chain and how this may evolve in the future in the face of severe climate change impacts. CIMB Group Holding is proud to be part of this launch event. As a brief background, CIMB is one of the leading ASEAN financial institutions with total asset of about 145 billion US dollars. We are the second largest bank in Malaysia, sixth largest in Indonesia, with significant presence in Singapore, Thailand, Philippines, and Cambodia. As a bank with a large footprint across the dynamic Southeast Asia region, we are strongly committed to our sustainability journey and intend on being at the forefront of driving the sustainability agenda. Since 2018, CIMB has been one of the founding members of the United Nations Environment Programme Finance Initiative, or UNEP-FI's principle for responsible banking, and has worked towards embedding sustainability in our operation and how we do business with clients and partners. We have since introduced sector guides covering palm oil, forestry, oil and gas, as well as construction and real estate. We also have recently completed our coal financing policy, a key topic of interest to our numerous stakeholders. At the same time, within the sustainability financing space, CIMB's main initiative is our commitment to $800 million towards sustainably linked loans for corporate borrowers. This financing serves to encourage and incentivize corporations with large environmental and social footprint to make increased capital investment to improve sustainability. Distinguished guests, CIMB has always believed in a partnership model where we work together with various experts, civil society, non-governmental organizations, and technical partners to help us shape a robust framework for managing sustainability risks and promoting sustainable finance. Early this year, Orbitas reached out to us, and since then, we have worked closely with their researchers and economists to provide feedback on the various factors and data points used to reflect underlying operating conditions in the countries of interest. This collaboration stems from our belief that businesses and stakeholders need to come together to address the potentially devastating impact of climate change and ensure actions are taken to mitigate the effects on people and ecosystems globally. Now, as articulated in the Orbitas report, rapidly evolving policies and corporate, consumer, and civil society responses lead to climate transition risks, which has to be taken into account. The availability of solid data-driven research is still limited, so Orbitas' work will enormously help analysts and corporations move along the rapid learning curve to understand how global ecosystem, weather patterns, and systemic disruption will impact in the future. In line with this endeavor, CIMB is an active participant in the Task Force for Climate-Related Disclosure, or TCFD, where scenario analysis is highlighted as an important emerging tool that financiers can use to assess climate risk. Systemic transformation of national and international institutions is essential towards managing transition risks. In October, at the Cooler Earth Sustainability Summit, CIMB's flagship sustainability conference, we heard from John Elkington, who coined the triple bottom line concept on balancing the need for profit with the needs of the planet and people, made a strong call for systemic transformation on how we do business. Moving specifically to the agriculture and plantation sector, We all recognize that agriculture is a key economic activity in our ASEAN region and is a key factor in enhancing the livelihoods of millions of people for the past century. However, the agriculture sector, including the growing of commodity crops and the production of meat, contributed to 23% of global greenhouse gas emissions. A significant source of this emission is the result of the conversion of forests into farmland. Now, this delicate balance between the importance of agriculture and plantation as a source to provide nutritional and economic needs of growing population worldwide and the devastating environment impact of unmanaged growth in the cultivation of crops and farmland must be recognized and addressed. This is where financial institutions and financial industry must play a proactive role to encourage and influence the various parties involved in the agricultural supply chain to manage the transition risks that impact their growth and productivity. One of the key pillars in CIMB's sustainable banking strategy is the positive impact products and services framework. This framework seeks to catalyze sustainable capital spend and transformation of businesses through the provision of financing. Orbitas has highlighted several key opportunities that align strongly with our strategy, including sustainable intensification, regenerative agriculture, and diversifying revenue stream. This, combined with our approach to manage sustainability risks within various economic sectors, including agri-commodities and forestry, forms the overall sustainable finance framework that guides the strategic direction of our sustainability implementation. I strongly believe companies in the agri-commodity sector will be well served to explore these opportunities and seek to be first movers in adopting and operationalizing this recommendation to alleviate climate transition risks. The significant economic value add and financial returns arising from these opportunities should enable clear strategic decisions in consideration of sustainability commitment. As highlighted by Orbitas, the livelihood and well-being of small farmers need particular attention to ensure they are equipped with the resources and tools to operate responsibly. It is our collective duty, from financiers and investors to government institutions and regulators, to ensure smallholders are included in policy decision and the necessary investment directed towards enhancing yield and productivity growth to alleviate pressure to expand into forested areas. We must work together to deliver this, for we all know failure is not an option. Before I pass the stage to the roundtable discussion next, I wish to take the opportunity to once again commend Orbitas and climate advisors on their work in developing this research. We are pleased that some of our key stakeholders are here today, and we are strongly committed to continue working with partners and experts as we move forward on our sustainability agenda. Climate change is a clear and present threat to our livelihood and the future of our children. It is imperative that all stakeholders recognize and be accountable for the climate footprint and take collective action to address climate risk immediately. From CIMB, thank you again for your time and presence today.